Hey folks, so we are looking at section 4.2 here, and the first thing I want to do is I want to just revisit third grade math for just a moment. So bear with me on this, and I'd like to take a look at the long division question 284 divided by 3. So if we go through this pretty quickly, we know that the first thing in third grade that you would have asked is how many times does 3 go into 28? Another way to explain that or to ask that question would be, what is 28 divided by 3? 28 divided by 3, or 3 goes into 28 9 times. The next thing that we would have done in third grade math, and we've got a list over here, is that we would have multiplied. So we're going to take that 9 times our 3. We're going to get 27 for that. There's our multiplication. The next thing that we would do is we're going to subtract. So 28 minus 27 is 1. The next thing we would have done in third grade would be to bring down that next number, which is the 4. And then we're going to repeat everything. So go back to the beginning. 14 divided by 3, or 3 goes into 14 4 times. Multiply, so 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract, you get 2, and this is what we would call our remainder, that remainder of 2. So in third grade, the divisor is the number that's outside the box. So this guy here is my divisor. The guy on the inside of my box, this guy is called the dividend. So 284 in this particular example is my dividend. In this example, my quotient is 94, and my remainder is 2. So that's my third grade example. Let's take those steps, those same 5 steps, and let's apply them in Math 110. So this time what we want to do is we want to divide two polynomials. So you see here that I want to take this guy, which is my dividend. It's going to go inside the box, and you can see I've already written that for you. And my divisor is the guy that's outside the box, and again, I've already written that for you as well. So the first thing that we're going to do, according to third grade, is that we're going to divide. And so here we are going to divide the leading term divided by the leading term. Our leading term on the inside is 20x to the 4th, and on the outside is 5x. So we want to do 20x to the 4th divided by 5x. And we get, after we have simplified our numbers and simplified our variables, we get 4x cubed. So we're going to put 4x cubed up on top. We know that the next thing that we'll do is to multiply, and that's the same as our third grade example. And so we're going to multiply, but be careful. Make sure that you multiply by distribution. So every single term gets multiplied. So you're going to take your 4x cubed, and you're going to multiply by 5x. When you do that, 4x cubed times 5x is 20x to the 4th. And then 4x cubed times negative 1 is going to be a negative 4x cubed. So that's our multiplication. The next thing that we'll do in third grade was to subtract. And so we want to do the same thing here, but be careful. You want to subtract every single term. So let me change colors to do this. If I subtract the first term, that's going to be a minus 20x to the 4th. If I subtract this term, a minus negative 4x cubed is going to turn into a positive 4x cubed. So now I need to subtract my like terms. So 20x to the 4th minus 20x to the 4th, that's going to go away. And then 6x cubed minus negative or plus 4x cubed is going to end up being a 10x cubed. All right, we know then that the next step is that we're going to bring down the next term. So let's go ahead and bring down that negative 2x squared. All right, and then the next step is that I want to repeat, go back to the beginning. So again, let's take the beginning and we want to divide the leading term by the leading term. So this time the leading term is 10x cubed, and we're going to divide 5x. So 10x cubed divided by 5x, divide your numbers, divide your variables, and you're going to get a 2x squared. So we're going to put that up top. That's a positive 2x squared. Then we're going to multiply by distribution. So go ahead and take your 2x squared, multiply your 5x, and you'll get a 10x cubed. Take your 2x squared, multiply your negative 1, and you're going to get a negative 2x squared. The next thing that you'll want to do in your list, subtract every single term. So 10x cubed minus 10x cubed and negative 2x squared minus negative, so this is going to be a plus again. And so the first two terms are going to zero each other out, but you'll find that the second two terms also zero each other out. Go ahead and bring down the next term. Now, I could take the time to go back to the beginning right now and say what is 0x squared divided by 5x. But all that's going to do for me is to just give me another 0 up top. So instead of doing that, I'm going to basically skip around, and I'm going to go ahead and bring down my minus 2 as well. Not only am I bringing down my positive 15x, but also my minus 2. So now I'm ready to do leading term divided by leading term. And again, since I skipped around, I'm not doing 0x squared as my leading term. I'm doing 15x as my leading term. So 15x then, divided by the leading term 5x, that's going to give you just a positive 3. We'll want to multiply by distribution, so 3 times 5x is 15x. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Once again, you'll want to subtract each term, so 15x minus 15x, and negative 2 minus negative 3. So then this is going to leave you with a 1. Okay, so that ends my long division. Let's talk about what my quotient is. My quotient is the guy that's up top, so 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3. My remainder is the guy that's down at the bottom, the 1, and that's all you have for that one.